45 minutes. Why do I start out with 45 minutes? 45 minutes is what we call a half with regards to football. In 45 minutes, a Polish nuclear bomb was dropped upon the Alliance Arena with those that received that nuclear bomb being Wolfsburg Football Club. This is pretty much the story in a nutshell of the Bundesliga. This is it's pretty much the story in a nutshell of the Bundesliga. There's nothing else that you can say about it, because you look at that first half. I put my notes down here. Wolfsburg, they played very well. Even if to begin with their passing wasn't that legit, it was about Bayern. They were too slow, too predictable. Too many passes. Thiago really wasn't in the game. Wolfsburg, they defended well. They kept it tight. Jonty had a really good half because he knew the players. So him and Naldo formed a very good defensive partnership. They took their chance. Good counter. Caliguri took his chance and they just went. Just did what they did. So you knew that Bayern had to make a change. And the scoreline here proves to me that Bayern have the best squad. I'm not going to give this any props to Pep. I'm sorry. This is not Pep's. This is not something for us to now congratulate Pep for turning the game around, because as I tweeted, Muller is not a national striker. Lewandowski should be starting. So it did not work as Thomas Muller as either the natural striker or the only kind of false nine. Lewandowski had to be there because Lewandowski is a natural striker. You need natural strikers. And as soon as Lewandowski came in, he just had that striker's instinct. And it's just one of those things of where, that's why don't talk to me about Christina scoring 5 Gs against some backyard good for nothing team called Granada or Espanyol. Wolfsburg came third last season. Yes, there was De Bruyne and everything, but apart from De Bruyne, it's pretty much their team. They came third. They came second last season. They came second last season. And Lewandowski came on, and in the space of, I think it's 15, 16, or 17 minutes, he scored 5 goals. And these weren't tap-ins. None of them was a penalty. Okay, a few ways you could say sort of tap-ins, but none of them was a penalty. And some of those goals were amazing, and one of which you could say is goal of the month. As in, one of which you could say this is a contender for goal of the season, like a ridiculously crazy volley. So, it's hard to talk about, say, okay, where did Wolfsburg go wrong? Wolfsburg didn't play badly. I think it was just a case of, it's one of those freak occurrences, and it's once you have a player of the talent and quality like Lewandowski can bring onto the game, and he just unleashes himself, there is not that much you can do. Yes, Naldo and Dodds could have played better. I think what really turned it was that second goal. I think as soon as it got to 1-1, they had to keep it as 1-1, and they had to restrict the Bayern from scoring so soon after. That's what they had to do. And literally the goal, when I was watching it, as soon as they showed the replay, Lewandowski received the ball, boom, smack, hit, bottom left hand corner. So, and I've said to people, because people say, the Cannibal Suarez is the best striker out there. No, Cannibal Suarez is a damn good football player. He's one of the most talented football players. But I'm talking about the role of a striker. Okay, the Cannibal had one amazing season for Liverpool. Amazing season. That's it. Would he have done the same thing the next season? Maybe it was just a freak occurrence. That's one season. But Lewandowski has been G'ing it up consistently for seasons. He's even playing the system that doesn't really cater to him, that doesn't really benefit him. And I'm sorry, as good as the Cannibal is, he didn't score 5 Gs in 45 minutes coming on as a sub against a team that finished second last season and who are also the cup winners as well. That's real talk. That's straight talk. That's big time. So, as a whole, I think for Wolfsburg, they shouldn't beat themselves too much about this. On one hand, they should, because you cannot allow one man to score 5 goals. So, on that tip, you've got to be pissed off. Allowing a guy to score 5 goals in one half is crazy, but at the same time, they played well. They tactically, Hecking got his tactics completely and utterly right in that first half. They defended well. They forced Bayern into just passing without actually any full penetration. But once they now came into that second half, I don't think they had an answer to what your boy Lewandowski was doing, and it was just a case of a Polish nuke was dropped, and they didn't have any answers for it, you know. But even watching this for Bayern, people say, okay, Champions League contenders, blah blah. Bayern won't do this against Madrid, PSG, or Barcelona because they won't allow them to. Because Wolfsburg are still a team on the up. Bayern, you ain't doing that to Real Madrid, and I still see some issues that Bayern could run into once they face a team on their level, i.e. PSG, Real Madrid, Barcelona. Because for Bayern, I mean, that's what what Lewandowski did has to show Pep that forget Thiago, forget those guys. Lewandowski is a striker. Respect strikers. Build your team around him and structure your team in a way in which he is always involved. You're trying to get him 3Gs, you're trying to get him 4Gs, you're walking it for him. If they do that, it will benefit them. But Bayern, man, these boys have a very frighteningly scary squad, and if you look at it as well, the Polish nuke, what can you do?